Hi, good afternoon. My name's Roland Eva, and today I'd like to talk to you about how to enter the conversation in your prospect's mind. Now, that's a concept that I first read in the Robert Collier Letter Book, which was published in 1937. So it's not a new concept. In fact, this is one of the foundations of copywriting and direct response marketing. So why do I feel it's worth talking about right now? Why do I think it's crucially important for people to remember right now? Well, the reason is that many companies will have campaigns that have been working for months. They've been working like gangbusters, bringing in the cash for months, and have suddenly died. And the reason is that the messaging is wrong. You've still got a great product. You've still got a great product that can help people, but your messaging is wrong. So let me give you an example of that. If you've got a business opportunity product and one of your big promises is sack your boss and work from home, well, guess what? There's a lot of people that are not feeling the pain of commuting anymore. In fact, unless you work for the NHS, you're not feeling the pain of commuting anymore. So that's not a promise that's going to resonate with people. The other thing is, if you're saying make loads of money, well, depending on how else, that's like the core message, but depending on how you phrase that, guess what? That might fall flat. So that's an obvious example, but what about a more controversial example, let's say? So the word opportunities. So there'll be some people, I've read plenty of emails from people talking about opportunities and seizing the opportunities in the market right now. Now, there'll be some people that say, well, every crisis brings with it an opportunity if you can be the adult in the room. If you can keep your head while everyone else is losing theirs, then you can create massive opportunities for yourself. And normally, I would agree with that, but not this time. And the reason is because there's going to be another group of people that say, you know what? You're not talking about opportunities here. You're talking about people dying. People dying and people being made redundant. So is it really right to talk about opportunities? And guess what? I agree with those people right now. But I also agree with, this is my belief, and that's the only difference between successful people and everyone else is how they respond to a bump in the road. So what have we got right now? We've got a big bump in the road. So how you choose to respond to that bump in the road is a choice. So you can choose to say, I'm gonna, bury my head in the sand or in my house, and I'm gonna pray that the government look after me. Or you can say, I'm going to make choices today that make sure that no matter what, I protect my family. Yeah? And I'm not just talking about protect them from coronavirus, I'm talking about protecting them economically as well. So, guess what? You've got to enter, the conversation in the prospect's mind if you want your message to be heard, if you want your message to be read, if you want people to actually listen and take action on what you are saying and what you have to offer. So how do you do that right now? Well, one of the things that you can do right now is to think about how you feel. Yeah? Because guess what? We're all in the same boat. We're all trying to do some work. Yeah? Now, I'm fortunate. I've got a home office. And my wife has a home office as well. So, it's very easy for us to lock ourselves away and do some work. And, we're terrible parents giving our daughter the iPad or the television. Yeah? Now, that's not to say that we aren't doing some homeschooling, but guess what? It's a challenge. So everybody's in this same boat, this same challenge. So how about people working at the kitchen table with the kids running around them? That's an even bigger challenge. Yeah? So think about the frustrations that you're having right now, and then, just let that sink in, let it multiply, and then you can consider how other people are feeling. So the other way is to speak to your customers. Yeah? Call them up. Ask them, why did they buy your product? What was it specifically that convinced them this was the right thing to do? And do not finish their sentence. Like if they're struggling, I don't know how to quite phrase this, or I don't know how to put it, just let them struggle. Shut up and listen, because you want the specific words that they use, because that is going to trigger somebody else to buy. So how else can you do it? Well, you can look in social media groups. Yeah, look at what people are complaining about. Look at what people are celebrating. Yeah, look at the comments in some of the posts. See, what the conversation is in the marketplace right now. The other thing is you can, run a webinar. What questions do people ask? This is the conversation in their mind. This is, their biggest questions, their biggest fears, their biggest worries. This is what they want help with right now. The other thing is email open rates. Yeah? I'm a big believer that what people tell you is irrelevant, and the only thing that matters is what people do. So guess what? Look at email open rates. That tells you what people respond to. That tells you if you're getting the message right or if you're getting the message wrong. Yeah? And if you found something that works, do more of it. Yeah? And the final thing is video views, or you can use podcast listens, but you're looking for people taking action. You're not looking for what people tell you, you're looking for how people respond. How do they act? Because once you know how they act and what they are hungry for getting knowledge on, then you can help them more by giving them more of that. So I hope this helps you understand why it's critical right now to enter the conversation in the prospect's mind. I hope you can see that, if you've had a promotion that was working for months and it's now tanked, that doesn't mean that you've got a bad product. It just means that you need to look at the promotion again and to shine a spotlight on it from a different angle. So if you found this useful, then please leave a comment below. And if this can help somebody that you know, then please share it with them. And until next time, Carpe Diem.